Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has declared war on Walmart. Huh. So, first of all, about time. About time. Now, is she mad over Walmart's exploitative labor practices? The fact that they pay employees so little, they have to get on government benefits in order to survive? Or how about the practice of moving into an area, driving the local stores out of business, and then threatening to close down unless they give special or get special government city tax breaks? No, of course not. It's because they sell dildos. That's right. They sell products that make women feel good. Huh. Of course. In fact, here she is. Tweet thread. She's going to show you the first part of it. Walmart. Many of your customers, like in my district, are reaching out to me about sex toys being sold in your Dalton store. They're extremely upset. Of course they would be. And absolutely horrified that sex toys are being sold openly right next to kids' toothbrushes. This is grooming. I got news for you. That's not grooming. That's not what grooming means. Want to know what grooming means? Because nobody seems to understand, at least on the right wing, nobody seems to understand what that term actually means. Grooming is a set of manipulative behaviors that predators will use to gain access to their potential victims in order to coerce them over time to agree with the abuse and to reduce the risk of being caught. The process involves training the victims to keep secrets from adults they trust and desensitizing them to discussions of a sexual nature, as well as what should be unwelcome touching. And the goal, of course, is the sexual abuse of minors. That's a problem. That is a huge issue. That said, there's nothing about selling these products in the store, which are widely used by many adults, that is considered to be grooming. Now, I think maybe we could agree that the placement is unfortunate. Okay, move them. Move them to a different aisle. But, and if they do, by the way, problem solved. But the fact that they're in the store and they could be bought by people, adults, that's not grooming by definition. These things existing and being sold is not grooming. They are not aimed or marketed towards children. I mean, look, she continues though. Oh, gets better. It's better. Selling sex toys openly where children are exposed to them is wrong, inappropriate, immoral, indecent, perverted, shameful, and incredibly harmful to children. How, though? How? I can't answer that, can she? No. Another response. I cannot comprehend how we got to a place where people think they have the right to force sexual adult issues on children. You do not have that right. Because no matter how hard you try to twist your perverse ideas, the reasons any of this nastiness is okay. You are wrong. You are wrong, he says. Well, obviously, Marjorie Greene has an issue with
sexual anarchy
in Walmart. So, let's get to the language here. By something existing, by these sex toys existing in the store, that is somehow forcing them on everyone around, including children. The fact that you can buy something is forcing them on other people who are not buying them? That doesn't make any sense. Again, something existing is not forcing that thing onto you. It's just not. Funny enough, what Marjorie Greene actually wants to do is to force her beliefs. It's all projection, okay? Wants to force all her beliefs and all her values onto all of us, using her position of power. So look, religion exists. Okay. Now, religion's existence alone doesn't force itself on me. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you're a Hindu or if you're Jewish. It doesn't matter to me. Your existence and your beliefs, practice in your own life, have no effect on me whatsoever. That's not forcing me or indoctrinating or grooming me at all, or anyone else. Just the existence alone. Now, the existence, and by the way, they use this, grooming argument, or just the fact that LGBTQIA plus people exist. They, for some reason, consider that to be forcing something onto them, which again is not true. The real forcing here is when lawmakers like Marjorie Greene ban LGBTQIA people from existing openly as themselves. Like going out in public as a trans woman. Which, by the way, I got a secret for you. They can never tell. They say they can always tell. They can never tell. And it's always hilarious that they think they can. They end up usually, and by the way, actually, it turns out to not be hilarious, because what you end up having is, cisgender women that are being called transgender mistakenly, and then getting attacked as if they are transgender, and transgender people shouldn't be attacked at all. And then they're dragging cis women into it too, because, we can always tell you're a little tall for a woman. Are you sure you ain't got a penis? Yeah, how about you mind your fucking business and stop worrying about other people's genitals? That would be great. But, again, they try to ban people from existing, certain types of people they don't like. They also try to, like Ted Cruz, ban dildos just completely from the state of Texas. You can't have more than 6, apparently, in Texas. Or they, try to, ban certain types of sex, abortion, which is funny enough, in the actual Bible, is fine with it. Fine with it. They're fine with abortion, even teaches you how to do it. And they also force things on us when they try to ban and destroy secular education and government. That's forcing their beliefs onto us. Whereas these things merely existing, they think is being forced on them. You're shoving things down our throat. I don't know. And maybe in some cases, want something shoved down your throat. In some cases, not all cases. The store selling dildos, not forcing those on you. Nor does it have anything to do with children. I mean, you could make the same argument like, you are selling guns in that Walmart, AR-15s. What are you teaching our children? Grooming our children into murderers, right? No, it's a ridiculous argument. They never think about that other side, do they? No. But what's really going on here, I think, part of it, is that Marjorie Greene is afraid of women being able to pleasure themselves without necessarily needing a partner, a man, specifically. And I always think it's very strange that they have such deep-seated fears. By the way, women necessarily need a sex toy for that too. But what they're so afraid of women having an orgasm. It's weird, but it's true. There's nothing that religious zealots hate more than adult women taking charge of their own bodies and providing their own pleasure. They despise it. And look, there's a lot of weirdo guys, conservative men mainly, that are afraid that they're going to be replaced by a sex toy. If you're a good partner and you're paying attention to the needs of your significant other, you will not be replaced. Can't be replaced. You've got nothing to worry about. It just really makes me think that a lot of these people just feel so deeply inadequate. And it's really sad when you think about it. It makes me feel bad for them and their partners. Because apparently, they ain't having fun in the bedroom. Okay, there's There's no
sexual anarchy,
there's none of that going on. There's none of that. There's no fun. Nothing.
I have not loved this conversation.
Okay. But anyway, no, it's the opposite of
wet ass P word.
it's very dry. Very dry. But okay, anyway. Back to the idea that this is grooming. Again, it's not. Very, very clear, right? The far right, though, is using this as a desperate attack because there's nothing left for them that they haven't called the left. Again, they call them Nazis, and then, funny enough, call them communists, which actually angers real communists because they're looking at the Democratic Party and they're like, what are you doing? Those guys aren't communists. They're super right-wingers. What's wrong with you? No, we're the actual communists. They seem to be ignored, though. But then they also, say things like, liberalism is a mental disorder. You're terrorists. You hate America. And look, none of those things are true, obviously. But the only thing that's left is to call them pedophiles. Because it's literally one of the worst things that you can call someone and you can be. There's nothing worse than a person who preys on children. And so the right wing says, well, none of our other attacks stick. So here we go. We're going to attack LGBTQ people. We're going to attack educators. And we're just going to attack anybody who's on the left and, accuse them of being a pedophile. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And by the way, getting back to Marjorie Greene here, she doubles down in the next couple tweets. One, she says, if you want to know where all the people who support grooming children with sex toys, again, it's not what anybody wants to do, check out the sick comments and quote tweets on this thread. She wrote, tagging the FBI and people who, were responding to her, saying, I would tag the FBI, but after Twitter files, apparently the seventh floor cares more about censorship than groomers, predators. So look, the groomer panic started by the right wing has actively been harming attempts to stop child sex trafficking and to stop predators. You know how? Because it wastes their time. These QAnon conspiracy theories waste the time of law enforcement that is actually set up to fight child trafficking and child sexual exploitation. You've got these government agencies now more concerned with there's these people that are shooting up a pizza shop because someone thinks that Hillary Clinton is down in the basement molesting children and drinking their blood. Well, now we got to deal with that. There was no basement. There was no Hillary Clinton in the basement. Okay? There wasn't any of that stuff happening. But we have all of these, weirdos out there that are convinced oh no, there's a secret pedophile cabal, that's out there. And they're out there, they're drinking the adrenochrome. It's insane and incredibly harmful. But again, they use it to target the LGBTQ plus community, and falsely claim them as being predators, pedophiles. You want to find real predators versus children? I would suggest looking at the churches. I have a feeling you might find a lot of them there.